Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we would do a bookshelf tour after we organized these bad boys last week. If you guys watched the video, my hair, I don't know what it's been doing, quite honestly. I don't know what it's doing. Grab your coffees, grab your drinks, whatever you drink, and let's get into it. This might be a little weird angle because I don't know how to set you guys up or where to set you guys up exactly to go over all the books on this shelf. The Unwind series by Neil Shusterman, which I read in middle school and I absolutely loved it. It's about these parents that can basically set up their kids to be unwound until the age of 18. And then we have the Scythe series by Neil Shusterman, Catching Fire Mockingjay, because I do not own the first book since I haven't even read the series yet. And we have the Maze Runner series, which used to be my favorite. We have the Maze Runner series, which used to be my favorite in middle school. And we have original Narnia books, so like these kind is what I'm talking about. And this Percy Jackson book. We have original Percy Jackson books, and then these ones are all of the hardcover ones that I bought just because I wanted the Nerdy Ink dust jackets, which are my favorite dust jackets. I own a pretty good amount. We have the Hobbit dust jackets. Never read the series, probably will never read the series, but once again, I bought them for the dust jackets that I got from Nerdy Ink. Next up is my Harry Potter shelf. So I have the Harry Potter series once again in the Nerdy Ink dust jacket. The Nerdy Ink Harry Potter dust jackets, once again, love them. I also have two of the 𝕁𝕝𝕦𝕓 Harry Potter books, which are the pop-up books. I have not bought the third one yet because they are pretty expensive. Actually, maybe. My favorite little section of my bookshelf besides my romance shelf, and that is my Sarah J. Maas shelf. I've got all my Court of Thorns and Roses series, special dust jackets that I got. I cannot remember where I got these ones, to be completely honest, but each one has to do with the book. If you watched my last video, I have these Polaroids of all the different courts. So we have Summer, let's see what else, Day, and then of course the Night Court. A picture of Feyre and Rhysand, a candle, my entire Throne of Glass series once again, Nerdy Ink dust jacket. And we have Crescent City. This little thing holds all my bookmarks. I get them from like cute Etsy shops. This one says Romantasy. Girls just want to have more books. Happy Sunshine, because that is literally my favorite trope. Here's right here for the bookshelf organization. This top shelf and like this section of books are just books where I didn't know where to put them at all. These books up here are my husband's books. And then we have Barnes & Noble special bound. I don't know what they're called. This is what I'm talking about, if you guys can tell with the texture. So I got Pride and Prejudice, Stephen King, Anne and the French Kiss, Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer, Romeo and Juliet, The Great Gatsby, which I have in original, like normal paperback because that is my favorite classic. All of my poetry books, my one self-help book, this orange one, and then two graphic novels. Some are my mom's old German books, and then the rest are books I literally had no clue what to do, such as like The Book Thief, John Green books, this zombie series that I was obsessed with in middle school. I honestly could not tell you one thing about this book at all. I just knew that I was obsessed with it because I I like zombies. I like The Walking Dead, all of that. This shelf right here, it starts off with like horror. So we have 10 Dares the Flesh and 19 Claws and a Blackbird, both by the same author. And then we get thrillers. The Inheritance Games series, it's in the wrong order. I wonder. The Naturals, which I only bought because somebody on booktube said that it was like Criminal Minds, and I am absolutely in love with Criminal Minds. So that is the only reason I bought this book. The Collective, None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, which I absolutely love. Bright Young Women, You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose, which I also love. Home Before Dark and Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I've only read Home Before Dark, and I think that was my first thriller, and I enjoyed it as well. The Last Thing He Told Me, All Adults Here, Star-Crossed Sisters of Tuscany, This Close to Okay. It's kind of a funny story. Two Lives of Lydia Bird, Lovely War, Heiress Apparently, The Cuban Girl's Guide to Teen Tomorrow. In 5 years, I've read it. I don't remember anything about it. Daisy Jones and the Six, The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo, The Handmaid's Tale, Where the Crawdads Sing, Interesting Facts About Space. Loved that book. The Hate You Give, also a good book. The Immortalists and A Little Life, which I have a feeling I will practically hardly ever read, or I don't know if I will ever read that book because I've heard it's super sad. We've got my spicy romance shelf. Hunting and Haunting Adeline, the Ice Planet Barbarian series, Punk 57, Good Game, 50 Shades of Grey with this artwork that I literally got off of Etsy. The Brittle Prince series by Sophie Lark, Hooked, Neon Gods, Vicious, Damaged Goods, Priest. I started that book on audio like 2 years ago. It's good. I just wanted to actually read the physical so I can dog ear my pages. Rhapsodic and Icebound. This little tea jar here is where I keep all my TBR little papers. I'm trying to do this more as a mood reader, so I literally have to read my TBR because at this point it is getting ridiculous. Down here we have From Blood and Ash, the Shadow and Bone trilogy, Six of Crows, The Cruel Prince, the Twisted Disney series. I only have As Old as Time, A Whole New World, and Once Upon a Dream. This Fairy Loot special edition of Lore, Girl, Serpent, and Thorn. And behind that we have, I don't know what series this is called, but it's bought from Piper CJ. It's the Night and Its Moon. And then we start with all the Mortal Instruments series that I've never read. I think I started the first book like way back, like high school, and just never finished it. I used to go to Hastings with my mom, and we would literally try to find this entire series. We have Legendborn, Blessed Monsters, the Dune series. It's technically my husband. These two versions of These Violent Delights. I bought this one literally just for the reversible dust jacket. And then we have Wolf by Wolf, Once Upon a Broken Heart, which was the Fairy Loot special edition. Love this edition. It's so pretty. It's so cute. Have I read it? No. But this is the reason why I ordered the other two books from the UK, because I wanted them to match these covers. A Ballad of Never After. They didn't have these in hardcovers, so I ended up just getting this one on a paperback because I personally don't really care. And then we got A Curse of True Love, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This is the Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition with the crinkled edges. I don't know what they're called, but I call them crinkled. The Fallen series by Lauren Kate, which I absolutely loved. Aurora Rising, Horrid, Spin the Dawn, 6 Crimson Cranes. I believe this one is a Fairly edition as well. And then we have Powerless by Lauren Robert. On the bottom here we have Serpent and Dove, my Twilight collection. As you can tell by these art prints, I have the German Twilight series. This art print that I specifically ordered off of Etsy, and this one, it came with like a bookish box. Circe by Madeline Miller, Girls of Paper Fire, 2 books of a deadly education, Sorcery of Thorns, 2 These Hollow Vows, this one with these sprayed edges, Fairy Loots special edition. Honestly, I sold a lot of my Fairy Loot special editions just because I am realistically not gonna ever read them. I think I kept this one literally only because this one, I believe it was the bookish box. This one was like a normal looking like edition. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I bought an art print for off of Etsy years ago when it first came out. Jade Fire Gold, which I'm pretty sure I only kept because I liked the end pages. I'm telling you, I had to stop Fairy Loot just because I was collecting and not reading them, nor was I really interested in them. Star Daughter, I specifically ordered this off of Owl Crate. And then we have Fourth Wing and Iron Flame on the bottom. That concludes the fantasy shelf, so we can move on to romance. We have the Bromance Book Club, which I ordered off of Pango Books. I'm pretty sure this was my first book order, and I still haven't read it. The Cheat Sheet, One in Rome, and Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. Spanish Love Deception. The Dirty Air series. I've read the first 2, have not finished the series, but I have enjoyed it because, fun fact, I guess you could say, I actually got into F1 when I was in my postpartum period. My husband was watching the F1 Netflix show, Drive to Survive, and we were watching it after we watched Yellowstone when I was on maternity leave, and so I started secretly watching it without him, and now I'm hooked. The Dreamland Billionaires series, Secretly Yours, Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, Just My Type, Ready or Not, the Love Light Farm series by B.K. Borison, if that's what the series is called, 1,000 More Kisses, Strung Along, Brush with Love, Icebreaker, Wildfire, The Lonely Hearts Book Club, Come Back to Me, The Summer I Turned Pretty series, The Love Hypothesis, Love Theoretically, have not read any of Allie Hazelwood's books, Love on the Brain, and Bride, the Magnolia Park series in the original covers because I prefer them over the new ones, and I will literally order them from the UK websites just to get them. Happy Place, Beach Read, Book Lovers, have not read a Emily Henry book yet. Get a Life, Chloe Brown series, The Heart Principle, all my Coho books right here. So we have All Your Perfect, Verity I've read. It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, read it. Ugly Love, Heartbones, Reminders of Him. The Twisted series, Love and Other Disasters, the Off-Campus series, and the OG covers. I really want the new covers because they have illustrations in them. Good Girl Complex, the Holiday Swap, the True Love Experiment. Down here we have Love in Other Words, Wait for Me, Shatter Me, Red, White, and Blue, The Love Wager. Oh my gosh, this long series, but even though I'm not done, I am very much enjoying this Addicted Calloway Sister series. Before I Let Go, This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan, Done and Dusted, Things We Never Got Over, the first 2 books, Dating Dr. Dill, Do I Know You, the Chestnut Spring series, which I will be ordering her other series. Not the one that just came out, but the one that is intertwined with this one, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's because of their new covers are coming out, and I absolutely love and adore these new covers. As soon as she posted about them, I said, here's my card. Business or Pleasure, The X Talks, The X Hex, and Binding 13. That is the end. That is all the books that I own. If you guys made it this far, comment down below which books that I should move up on my immediate TBR. That would be really fun for you guys to let me know which ones I should read ASAP, as well as which books I should add to my TBR. I started poking around on Audible, like on audiobook, and I think it would be such a fun idea to do a reading vlog, since I've heard this book series is completely unhinged. So that's something to look forward to. If there's any other books that you think I should do a reading vlog for, I have a couple in mind, but I was most excited about this one just because I've heard about how unhinged this book is. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, week, month, year, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.